And we are back. I decided I want to finish this up before I have to go back to work. So, let's see if we can get past the stone vigil. Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillamont's attentions are focused solely on the stone vigil at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Albois. Yes, Sir Albois can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. Sending me to the fucking storeroom? Hey, Alphano. How are you doing? Time is a resource we can ill afford to squander. We must gain entrance to the stone vigil without further delay. And Sid should be up here in this building. There he is. If the Enterprise is indeed inside the stone vigil, then we must convince Lord Drillamont to cooperate. Before I go to the storeroom, let's take care of the leave quest here. Yes, I will accept it. Wait, wrong way. Man, I need to actually invest in getting one of those things that exercise your hand and fingers. That way I can kind of just... I don't know. Never mind. Let's just get this done. Boom. I'm at me! Back here, you! None shall escape. There's my glory. You there! Halt! Halt, I say! Job done. Who are you two supposed to be? Oh, these are fishermen. Well, one of them is a fisherman. Sir Brunadier bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Drillamont hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head chirurgeon Astidian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Love getting the run around here. Are you here to visit a patient, sir? What's this? Letters of introduction from Housefort Holmes and Hedlernard? With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray, proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Gudernox. He should know Lord Drillamont's current whereabouts. Yep. What reason have you for barging into... Oh, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Drillamont is just up these stairs. Letters or no, though, I would not expect much. House Durender, as a whole, does not hold adventurers in high regard. You had best state your intentions quickly and succinctly, show proper respect, and it shall be returned in kind. Sir Gudernox permitted you pass... Sir Gudernox permitted your passage. Very well. Speak. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? We are the scions of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Drillamont. You know our name, and you know our deeds. We are come to Korthus to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise. the airship of Master Sid Non Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland? You are alive? But that's impossible! Indeed it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as House Nordin marshals its forces to retake Stone Vigil, who should appear in white brim front but 3 mysterious strangers? Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the calamity, and 2 scions of the 7th Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durandare would have greater sense. I know not why these 3 seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment I nearly believed this mummer's farce. You 3 will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. It be moons before House Durandare purges the dragons from the Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid, Byrnjolf, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Drillamont's trust, understood? I didn't realize there was a sheep mount. Anything up here? No. Adventurer, I hear some of my brother knights have made of you a drudge. Fie! By the Fury, set your sights higher! I have for you a gallant mission. Slay the Dravanian outwatches that trammel our steps. They are as dogs cherishing the Dravanians in the wordless forests of their minds. Every thought a fairy ring that vanishes by nightfall. Brandish these dragon scales when the outwatches are near, and they will come. We've got a We've got a rat problem. And if nothing's done about it now, we shall soon have a supply problem and a plague problem. They're no more content with the kitchen than the potboy is, and have a run of the outpost. They feed off our scraps, unwanted guests at a meager feast. See if you can't have a good look around, and roost up a few to slay. You the lad responsible for the commotion upstairs? Aye, where travel's fast in white brim front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drillamont's mind. If there's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, it's that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Went over the barracks, and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. Twouldn't be a quality meat, 'tis true, but it'd be a damn sight better than nothing. If you've a mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy in Danafen Pass? And take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. So I was talking to Kano about the editing I was attempting to do, and he recommended Sony Vegas. I might have a look at it. I'm not really sure yet. Well, the blizzard finally stopped. Tremont. Ooh. I can't even use earrings. God damn it. Okay, I'll get this. A word, if I may, adventurer. As much as it pains me to say this, I must. Go to the gates of judgment, deliver a petition to Sir Marceline. Tell him we need reinforcements. The common folk are toil-worn from the constant skirmishes with the dragons, and the mood grows dark in the front. We teeter on the knife edge, and will surely fall. Dude, why are you leaving rotting vegetables just sitting here? By the way, they are very cute for being cats. Who the hell left these here? I'm killing a whole bunch of rats, and he had one just chasing after him. That's cute. Ah, the poor soul. She has a betrothed, yet she will die without hearing his voice speak the words of passing. He deserted, you see, on the eve of a battle with the dragons. He now languishes in the dungeons. I cannot give her more time, not with such medicines as I possess. At any rate, at the very least, take word to her love, Lawrence. that he might say such prayers as he is able. Oh, adventurer! I claim your time in the name of the Holy See. Search the body downstairs for personal effects and deliver the lot to the gates of judgment. He was a heretic in life. He need not be gentle. Usually we leave the carcass for the crows, but, as you well know, there has been some trouble of late, and now we're told to rifle through these lousy pockets. Low work it is, and I leave you to it. You'll find naught but nits, I'll warrant. They cannot keep me down here! What can an adventurer want with a man whose purse is empty and name besmirched? What? The words of passing? No, they said she was on the way. She said that. They said she was on the mend. If you have ever loved, hear me. There is something hid in the forest southeast of here. You shall know it by the sign. Take it to her Trojan. I beg you. Wait, is that a Garlean? Or is that just a heretic? He looks like a Garlean almost. Do you see? Do you see the great dragons? Travanius Mundi has risen. Bend the knee, bondsmen, before our righteous conquerors. They sent you, I know. A slave or a servant, a slave or a servant. Those are the choices. So many voices. Shh! I must make an offering. Quickly, bondsman, tell the slave Byrnjolf to send a fatted calf. Hey, wake up! Boyle wants another sacrifice? Eh? That crazy, unbelieving son of a troll. He won't shut up when he gets in this state. Makes these dungeons a living hell, believe you me. Here, just give him this dead rat. That'll keep him quiet for a bit. He does these rituals, you know. Fair turns the stomach. But anything for a little peace. Yeah, I think anyone would go mad if they were locked up in this tiny little shithole. Bondsman, I see the thrall Byrnjolf has prepared for us the fatted calf. The dragon lords will be most pleased. Even after death, its beady eyes glare at you with what can only be described as a deep-seated hate. Beautiful, Innocent. Shh, my moo cow. Don't tell them you're innocent. It's worse that way. Oh, Travanius Mundi, accept this offering and let me be reborn in flames. Pine, pitch, pig's fat, dry brush, rock oil. Don't forget hair. Hair burns, but a little bronze rattle that he loved so well. That only melts. That only melts. Ah, he's gone mad. Idly some peace. I tell you, some of these unbelievers seem normal enough at first, but they show their true face after the Inquisitors get to work on them. Best not consort with them. That's in the dungeons, eh? Okay, where all am I going to? All over the place. Let's go over here first, because this is the only thing over here. Oh god, that drum. It's going to be a while, but eventually we'll get there. Oh, whoops. Wrong button. It looks like wreckage up there. Is that Allegan or Garlean? Or did something from Ishgard get destroyed up there? Good and well, that's fewer of the vermin to get at our larder. They remain too numerous, however. There must be a large nest somewhere down below. Kill the king rat, and the common rats will lose heart. Something both we and the dragons know well. I've tracked the rats well as I can, and they look to slip outside as often as not. There must be an opening that leads to the nest, somewhere outside the stronghold. The dragon minions are dead? Now do you not feel like a man grown with honor intact? Know that you removed one of the obstacles to the retaking of the stone vigil. How like the Dravanians to send their mindless servants to do their dirty work. We have the advantage over them, for all who serve Ishgard do so free, proud, and clear of thought. I hate you, you asshole. I'll come and do these first, then come down here to do these. State your business. Ah, the leavings of unbelievers, most excellent. You have served with honor. Let us hope there is to be found here a clue. Long have I hated unbelievers, but no more, for they too serve the Fury, if not in life, then in death. What ruth has alone to grant them such a chance? Hey, I get a new ring. Yeah, it's for the best. I need one. A brother knight has recently explained your kind to me. As a sellsword lacks honor, so does an adventurer lack discernment. No task is too menial, yet no cause is worthy enough. I have need of one such as you. In their boundless depravity, the Dravanians have lashed out against the gates of judgment. Pawing at the rubble would be more than any true Ishgardian could bear. Yet removed it must be. This shall be your task. Adventurer. Wait. Adventurer. Idleness ill becomes a man so hale. Go slay for us 5 battlers that nest in these parts. The crusade consumes the knights of Ishgard, body and soul. To you shall go such moils as we cannot stoop to, but at which you have enjoyed some success, if the tales be true. Your presence is a part of Alone's plan for us. The Fury be praised. What business have you here? Speak quickly. A request for what from Whitebrim Front? Weary? Weary, are they? Cravens and fools! Tell Giantremont to take that knife edge and cut the throats of every knight who professes himself too tired to do his holy duty. Hang any peasant who dares plane over his singed pigs. Begone, ill messenger! Whitebrim Front will be fortunate if I do not reduce their allotment of supplies for this outrage. And so because he feels so insulted, they could possibly end up losing the war. I'm guessing there's something on the other side of these walls here. Doesn't look like it's on this side. Maybe on this side. Oh, it's right there. Leave my brother warrior alone! Nice kick, Bobby! I could easily slide down this and fall into that chasm there. Oh boy. It's a long ways down. There it is. That's a, retainer. Is this actually somebody's retainer, or is it like another player's retainer, or is this just a fate? What? No, he just... What? Maybe it is somebody's retainer. You have served well, though I fear the state of these gates is still disquieting. You should have seen them as they were, adventurer, not battered and wounded as they are now. The Dravanians are set on breaking my heart, my faith, I meant to say, with their assaults. They must quit this world. You look eager to serve, adventurer. Do not deny it. The fire in your eyes betrays you. There is something you can do. Slay the chinchillas that dwell near at hand and reap their fat. How many of the beasts? I see the task excites you. 4 of goodly size will do. Now be as my Thyrsil and hunt the chinchillas thither. You have served well, adventurer. The battlers eat heartily of the bounty of the Sea of Clouds, and this we cannot allow. The fish of that sublime sea belong to the noble knights of the Crusade, not to the lowly birds and beasts. The Fury has given us dominion over all creatures of this land, and the Dravanians too will understand this truth. Ah, the Thyrsil of the temple. Have you what I bid you bring? Oh, cool. It's used for candles. This is most excellent fat, and well pulled. I see you have some skill at dressing beasts. Once rendered, it shall be fortified into a frostbite balm for our chocobos. Alone among beasts, the chocobos are to be honored. For every knight of Ishgard that has perished in the crusade, as many of the noble birds have died. None who witness a chocobo meet its end can fail to be moved. That's the end of the king, is it? Well struck. We'll see less of the foul little things, I expect. That said, sailors talk of rats abandoning a sinking ship, do they not? Perhaps I should more rightly take it as a good omen that the rats deigned to stay in Whitebrim. I completely forgot to... I meant to go after the mud puppy. I forgot. Poor soul, she still breathes, but... Adventurer, does he pray for her soul? An alchemic concoction, as costly as it is hard to obtain. You say 'twas hid in the forest? This bottle holds the truth of Lawrence's desertion. He ran that he might find it for her. And when he knew he was to be captured, he took great pains to hide it, knowing his pursuers would have simply destroyed it as a traitor's refuse. I cannot thank you enough for keeping faith in him. Now, if you will pardon me, I have a patient to save. It didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. Oh dear. Remind me never wander near mud puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any road, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila! Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here. And up above. You there, lad. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. Yes, yes! I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men, and the wits besides. Aye, I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. We ought at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this god's-forsaken waste. Is that a fresh-cooked steak? Halone's blessings be upon you, my friend. Mud puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Ever must we train to maintain our skill at arms. Yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. You are a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that House Durin there must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard. It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? Ah, but I've forgotten about the hard-working chirurgians at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking the steak to Synodda? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own. Beg your pardon, sir, but I am busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. Is that... Come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic! Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. And then she gives me food. Raptor stew. That sounds gamey. Hang on a sec. What's up, Sid? Might I have a word with you, Byrnjolf? It concerns the chirurgians. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice sprites that were commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemical mixtures. There is a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work. Have you obtained the cores? If so, please show them to me. What an amazing device! But is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen its like before. I too am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder where the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for this generosity comes at a cost. Their earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with the individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. Why don't we speak up and say it was Francel we were defending? Why does that man test us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Before we can persuade Lord Drillamont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Gwylym that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Quarthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of White Brim Front. Share your findings with Alphino in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. Inquisitor Gwylym? Yes, of course, I know of him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to White Brim Front several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the night's watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in a darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed, where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end Inquisitor Gwylym rescued me, carrying my unconscious body on to the gates. I owe him my life, sir, and I hope to one day repay his kindness. Inquisitor Gwylym? I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. We have learned of your deeds at Witchdrop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you! What, you're mad that I protected an innocent man from being executed? Under Inquisitor Gwylym's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. Really? They say he goes days without sleep. So great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a goodly, righteous man to protect us. I'm sure many Germans probably thought the same way during World War II. The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Halone's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. I realized it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind as I had hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind. Our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with this irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you have been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I am beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you obtained, Byrnjolf. Mayhap they will provide insight into Inquisitor Gwyllem's motivations. Something troubles me about the Wounded Knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads to the southwest gate. Since we've arrived in White Brim Front, I've seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Jorlot is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery. Oh god, ow. Sorry, Bobby. No, Bobby! You have abandoned me! Crazy how they look exactly alike. Would the Inquisitor be possibly using a glamour? I know they show him use one, but is the form he now currently uses a glamour? Byrnjolf. Nice name. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Gwylem, newly come to Korthus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Byrnjolf, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. Since Lord Drillamont has already been turned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim, yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Jolot with the evidence he discovered and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the enterprise. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? The Inquisitor is an imposter? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He is a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. He would have me believe that is all a lie? If you are so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Sir Prunilla. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. You! I do not believe I know you, sir. Pray move along and trouble me no more. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it, not at all. You do know what it is. Tell me. You know, don't you? Fury take me. I prayed this day would come. When Sir Jolot gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him. Nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. But what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I had never told another. He said that if I kept this confidence, Sir Jolot and I would be spared. But if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Jolot to the infirmary, and on his first night in White Brim Front, Inquisitor Guilem was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized whilst in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Drillamont, wanted to put an end to the madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing until Lord Francil was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of White Brim Front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire Locks. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire Locks. That was you? Wait, were you the inspector the night that inspected the goods that I heard about from the porter? As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Halernard. thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Alone forgive me for not acting sooner. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you three access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. There had better be a very good explanation for why you were carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this papal encyclical? Fury take me, the Inquisitor is a heretic? Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale. But this evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends, Byrnjolf, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first, I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. That thrice-damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hell's take him and his Dravanian allies. I am told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul, whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Byrnjolf. Together, let us put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. Oh, it's a little Ida. Good to have you here with us, sir. When Lord Drillamont arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we will need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality? You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Alone's halls. Only the wicked... But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you that I have never questioned the teachings of Alone. Inquisitor! Release the maid and come with us! My Lord Drillamont, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain! I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Gwylem and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Ah! Grave allegations indeed. But you will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Drillamont. My conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade. You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence. Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Drillamont, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravanian fang and claw. My glamour's dispelled. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. You may not recall the many Ishgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, White Brim front shall fall. Defiant to the last, leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves not better. Byrnjolf, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time that you were reunited with your heirship. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me at White Brim Front, and bring your associates. Nope. Run away! Where have you been, Byrnjolf? The false Inquisitor has been slain, has he? Yes, well, his was a tale always like to end in bloodshed. Though you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we have secured the Enterprise. As I am sure you will agree, it is past time we entered the Stone Vigil. Pay Lord Drillamont a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow anon. You're that Byrnjolf, aren't you? Well met, well met. Give us a hand. One of the dragoons has fallen clean over the cliff. He lives, praise the Fury. We could tell that much from the top. Our brother knight stayed behind on the cliff and awaits a coil of rope. See here, can you go to the keep for the rope and deliver it thither? I'm for the infirmary. Adventurer, a word. I heard of you from Sir Fertilix and another, though they know not of my special interest. You are a man just and clement. Help me free my brother from the dungeons. My brother was condemned to hard labor for desertion. The Holy See now declares desertion to be heresy, and his life is forfeit. They speak falsehood with their reasoning, and I no longer have faith that they are one with alone. Lawrence is doubly innocent, for he never deserted. He left his post, yes, but to treat with an Uldan trader for medicine. That saved his betrothed's life. Much have I given to Ishgard, and willingly, but they shall not take my brother, and they shall not take the truth. Fertilix alone guards him, and he is a great one for a nap, especially when he has been kept at the card table all night. I have seen you move like a shadow. Slip in and take his key. Give the dungeon key to Lawrence, and wish him the speed of the Fury. Tell him I have cached supplies and a disguise in the usual place. Meanwhile, I shall prepare a distraction and cover all our tracks. We shall speak later. It's an ill night for patrols in this blizzard. We had contact via link pearl. One of the parties has managed to blunder into the behemoth's dominion of all places. The cold and fatigue have robbed them of their mobility. I have heard it said you are as a snow wolf, feeling the cold far less than other men. If you can get this brandy wine to the patrol, you will save lives tonight. One more thing, adventurer. Do not presume to provoke the behemoth to battle. You will fail, and you will die. Rescue the dragoons. That is your task. That is your task this day, and not more. Is the behemoth a world boss or something? Part of a fate? Sounds interesting. Okay, I'll grab none of these, because I can't use earrings. Adventurer, how would you like to assist a dragon slayer? I put a bolt through a dragon while manning the ballistas overlooking the gorges. I saw his death throes, and then it plunged. But nobody will believe me. I had not the time to collect a trophy before I was relieved, and they will not credit what they do not see. The carcass is out there in the bottom of a gorge, just waiting to be claimed. I hear you can find anything, and I need a dragon bone to show the others. As you may have noticed, this area is much troubled by many a wild and savage creature. This is of course in addition to dragons, which are all the enemy of that Ishgard acknowledges by and large. This has taxed the infirmary beyond all natural limits, and the healers show signs of becoming patients. After some doing, I have managed to secure a chirurgeon from Camp Dragonhead. From the reluctance they evinced at the transfer order. He must have great promise. I would be easier in my mind if you would escort him here. I am a part of the expedition to Snowcloak. Know you the great ice wall that swells like a braggart's tail? There is much danger in those parts, and so 'twas that my group took on sellswords. However, affrighted by the creatures that stalk the wilderness, they abandoned their posts and fled. Now what manner of cravenness is this? It beggars all belief. You leave no stone unturned to complete your mission, they say. What say you? Will you guard the expedition? We are sore in need of a sword arm. Whoops. Anyway, you'll know more from Ordelic at Snowcloak. Be well, adventurer. Keep my people safe. Okay. I hate it when I accidentally do that. I'll be grabbing this. Pardon me, I'm just doing some hand stuff with you. You? I am glad to see you again to bid you thanks for saving my beloved's life. Do you bring news of her today? Damebird. I thought he had forsworn me, for he came not once to see me. I cursed him in my mind, but his cruelness was kindness after all. I know of the hiding place he speaks. Tell him I shall miss him, and to preserve himself from harm. But I swear to return, to fetch away my lady. Look somber. I am telling you of how a jackal ate the cook's cat. No, not the cook's cat! Success? Good. When? Hour of the wolf. I'll lose my works then. He must never return. I left him instructions. He shall send for her, and I will see she is protected and unpursued. There's only death for him here. The beast tore the poor animal to shreds. Oh, so it's like, there's a whisper here. Let's try this again. He must never return. I left him instructions. He shall send for her, and I will see she is protected and unpursued. There's only death for him here. The beast tore the poor animal to shreds. What shame to lose a good ratter. To the Greenwood Desert or the sea, anywhere but here. Likely I shall never see him again, but at least he lives. And it's thanks to you. Remember that you spent the past bell seeking Carmine's rosary. It is in your pocket. Be seen with her soon. I'll speak to you last. There's a quest up here. Long has this bell marked the time at our keep, but as you can see, it was ill used by dragons and has been silent since. Others of this keep have naught but praise for your work, adventurer. I wonder if you are the ideal confederate for this enterprise. Will you assist me in repairing the bell? We need a goodly amount of metal and arms damaged in battle. We need a goodly amount of metal and arms damaged in battle are in plentiful supply. Yet, 'twould not do for one dragoon to ask another for his arms. Will he collect them and take them around to Twatkt, the smith? You want what? Oh, to repair the bell. I cannot well recall its peal. I was still falling off chocobos when the dragons cleft it thus. Here, will this do? We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Gwylem would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand, but you must understand it seemed too much to hope that the scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate it if you would permit us to enter the stone vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course. It is the very least I can do, given all that you have done for us. But entering this outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravanians that now hold the ruin. In part, yes. I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at the stone vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. Far too long, the ruin has served as a Dravanian foothold in Korthus, from which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have as yet been unable to drive them out, and I cannot say when the situation will change. Or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Drillamont, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Nathelin of your impending visit. May alone guide you, scions. Prepares to finally move forward. Metal hither, metal thither. Take it. Take it away and let the anvil ring. Still gonna call me a heretic? Oh, that's unfortunate. You seek a smith? What can I do for you? Repair the bell? Ah! A worthy endeavor, especially with such a shadow as this over white brim front. A dragoon must needs see and hear what he fights for, or the heart'll go out of him. There's more than enough metal here to cast a new clapper and make the other repairs. I'll start as soon as I'm done hammering out this breastplate. Tell Sir Leotrix that we'll make this place ring. Will you? Duacht said this. Fury bless him to see it as I do. Ishgard is at war, and we hoard our resources with an almost Dravanian avidity. Almost fueled the crusade while removing as little from the battlefield as possible. We at White Brim Front live between the anvil of winter and the hammer of the dragons. We have been tested much and not found wanting, I believe. This is our keep and our home. It must have a measure of beauty, else it becomes a jail. So it's the stairs right here. Ah, so that's the bell, huh? Cute. Ow. What do you want? You bring rope for the rescue? Excuse my churlishness. I have been stymied at every turn in helping my brother knight. It has made me forget my courtesy. But with both our coils tied end on end, it may just be long enough. Throw the end of it down to him. Fury help us. It will not fall. The wind blows it out of his reach yet again. What are we to do? Jump down with it? Why, yes. So, you jumped down a cliff. On purpose. I can certainly respect that. You are a man with a plan. You do have a plan, don't you? Support the weight of a grown Rogaden. Rope? High winds, huh? But this rope will hang straight with the weight of a man upon it. So we shall both climb back and over the precipice. Wait, really? A simple enough plan and well tested. I fear it'll take me a while to complete the climb. I hope you don't mind the wait. That's good. I have my own way. Ow! Okay. Wait a moment. Take another fall. Did you get my dragon bone? That was my first dragon, you know. It's special. Yes! Yes! Dragon bone! Who's spinning yours now, huh? By the fury! Byrnjolf... Byrnjolf... The Dragon Slayer. Blessed in the eyes of alone. I have dreamed of this. Do you realize that I shall be commended by the Archbishop himself? Yeah, good for you. Unhurt, was he? The infirmary'll be relieved to hear of it. Always short on something, they are. Ishgard scolds us for using venturers for too many things, but I say Sodom. They won't send reinforcements and threaten to denounce any knight who asked for them. The way I see it, a good venturer is worth more than their words. The one being transferred to Whitebrim. He left many bells ago. You did not meet him upon the road? It is as clear as day and straight as an arrow. He must have taken some other way, and now wanders lost. His curiosity is boundless, and he never hesitates to risk himself. It makes him a wonder at physicking, but a complete and utter fool on a winter road. Adventurer, you must find him before it's too late. Here, take this bottle of maddening potion, for he is like to be frozen. We cannot have this recklessness when he is tasked with saving lives. Hey, I failed nothing, because I didn't participate in it. Cold! Bad idea! Bad idea! No more detours. If I make it to the front, why did I bring the maddening potion? A powerful concoction which induces severe anger and acute madness. How? Now! Ow, ow! The blood surges! So many ideas! Like a swarm of wasps! Taking the mind race. I must go! Wasps! Wasps! Bees! In my bonnet! Hail! Well met. Fare thee well, my your savior. Off to the front, yes? Off to the front. Off to the front. Yeah! There's the thing! Flee the thing! Help! Leave this poor boy alone. He be quite mad, you see, so I must protect him. Oh dear. I do take a lot of saving, don't I? Thank you. I'm sorry. I didn't get your name. Byrnjolf? That's lovely. I think I'm forgetting something, but anyway, should you ever need physicking, come to the White Brim Infirmary. You won't find a chirurgeon more devoted to making you well, I assure you. Till then, farewell. So where's the behemoth? What are you doing here? Moonbrain. The behemoth walks nearby, and we cannot move. Save yourself. What's this? Hold it against my lips. There. Amazing. I can feel my feet again, I believe. Yes, I can walk again. The rest of my patrol is just over there. I will administer the cure to them. The gale has died, and we shall find it short work making our way back. You have longer to go to Whitebrim front before the winds return. So, behemoth? This is a really big open space. This must be like a huge fate boss or something. I love my little footprints. Byrnjolf, is it? Oh, Forsmart sent you. The Ruth of Halone, you are welcome here. We had even contemplated abandoning the expedition for lack of guards. The dragoons can be of no help. They say, stretched thin as they are with the dragon wars. Your presence is truly fortuitous. Settled in, Byrnjolf? Ready to work, mayhap? Excellent. There's a trio of hippogriffs that must be culled, for they have taken to standing in the way and procrastinating endlessly over which patch of ice to lick. You are our new protector, is that not so? I must have your help in laying something to rest. There are bodies entombed in the ice, over there to the west. When the freeze came, the folk of Falcon's Nest fled, but not all of them in time. One of them was my wife. In search for the course... Does somebody not know how to spell corpse? In search of the corpse of my beloved, among those of folk I knew all my life, 'tis more than I can bear. I beg you to go in my stead. Here is a pick. Find her for me, and bring back her ring of troth. Her ring of troth. And like betrothal? Hang on a minute, I'll have to come back here eventually. So let's deal with the hippogriffs first. Slain, flayed, and dressed, I see. When you have a chance, you ought to see Snowcloak itself to the west. There was a road there into West Quarthus, but after the calamity, the cold came, and with it, a wall of ice too thick to penetrate. We must find our way past the ice wall, and that is why we are here. Cut off from the west, we are but half of ourselves. Never has the course of research run smooth at Snowcloak. We are bedeviled by ice sprites for one. I suspect the sprites are to blame for our latest problem. A researcher on the sample drilling duty is late returning to camp. The sprites delight in tormenting some more than others, and well, he's just one of those fellows. Will you rush to his rescue? You saved me. You're my best friend. Let us return to the camp together. Oh, you have something dangerous to do first? Alright. I'll just see you later. Huh, that's different. If you're a female character, I'm pretty sure he asks you to marry you. You know, it's a shame I don't collect her body so that he's able to, one, identify her and give her a proper burial. You are back so soon. Could you not find her? Ah, this is the ring. The same I slipped on her hand when we were wed. Thank you, adventurer. You are a worker of wonders. In my heart, I had not expected to see this again. The freeze came quickly on the heels of the calamity. But there was as yet a narrow defile. The entire hamlet gathered at its mouth, and we began to pass through it to safety. Not even half of us were through before the snow slide struck. In the confusion, her hand slipped from mine. The surge of snow and the crowd carried me to the side. And she was left behind. I left her behind. When a widowed man or woman takes back the ring of truth, the dead are free to wed again in the afterlife. She was young, still, and merry of heart. I would that she finds a mate again, though my heart cries out for her to wait for me. Welcome back, Byrnjolf. I just spoke with the Wayface. I made certain he understands you are a busy man also. Thank you. Thanks to you, we too can busy ourselves. With our mission. There will still be much hardship, but with your help, we shall find a way through the ice wall. A snow wolf indeed. He will not be needing the brandy wine tonight, I believe. Potent as it is, it extracts a price. The patrol is no doubt back at camp by now. They have had a close call, those men. A terrible shame it would have been had they been slain by a common thing like a behemoth, when they are meant to face dragons. Ah, adventurer. You'll be pleased to know the new Chirurgian arrived safe and sound. He said you saved him from certain ruin. Of course, he collapsed from the effects of the maddening potion mid-battle. Not surprising, considering his journey here. One of the other Chirurgians ministers to him as we speak. It bodes not well that he failed to prepare himself for the potion's after effects. I begin to think that taking on new staff is not the panacea I had hoped for. Do I have high potions? Yeah. I'll go ahead and switch those out to those. I should probably be using the mega potion, but not at this time. Now I need to go out this way. Hail, Byrnjolf! Lord Drillamont has apprised me of the situation. You may enter the stone vigil whensoever you will. I'll be there in a moment. That actually got me. God damn it. Okay, first things first. Let me double check, make sure everything's looking all right. Oh god, there we go. I forgot to take a look to see if there is a chest nearby here or something. I have to keep my eye out for treasure here. Really? Nothing? Boo. How have I not found a chest yet? Okay, hopefully I remember how this fight's mechanics work. Sorry, team, I forgot to turn him around. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Oh, that's a thaumaturge's staff. What does this look like? Oh, it's like the little beetle-looking thing. Cute. Ah, here we go. There we go. I was hoping that would stop its attack, but I guess not. Woo! 2 chests! And with stuff I already have. God damn it. There we go. Yoo! We got a top. This is some really nice looking armor. I like the chainmail. It just looks nice. Damn, I almost have the full gear. Just need the boots and the helmet. There's Ishgard. Look, it's the Enterprise. Ba 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 ba. Yes, but beyond that enormous leaping dragon. The dragon is not our concern. We have come for the airship, and only the airship. Sid, you and I will sneak aboard the Enterprise and prepare it for launch. Byrnjolf, you stay here and keep an eye on the beast. If it wakes, we may need you to provide a distraction until we are ready to depart. You can manage that, can't you? That settles it then. Shall we, Sid? As you command. Hi. So, you mean to slay Garuda next? Interesting. Most interesting. And you are aware that her strength greatly exceeds that of your previous primal conquests? A testament to the fanatical devotion of her followers. The XIV are nothing if not zealous. In spite of your past achievements, I labor to believe that you will best this foe. Yet only a fool would underestimate the great bringer of light, slayer of Efreet, bane of Titan. If any mortal is capable of defeating the Lady of the Vortex, it is you. Win or lose, the battle should at least make for an entertaining spectacle. Assuming, of course, you live that long. Alpha, no! The dragon! Confound it all! Let us see how well your blasphemous gifts serve you this time, Crystal Bearer. Have you not reached the next phase yet? There we go. You got it! Stone Vigil complete! Alright, some okay rewards. just have one more crystal left. Byrnjolf! Byrnjolf! Are you all right? Speak to me! XIV be praised! I feared the beast had injured you. I see now why the others rated you so highly. When you were caught in the midst of that etheric bubble with the dragon, I was all but certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. I have quite enough to do already. Which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let us go and see what he has to say. What say you, Sid? Will she fly? Yes, though it will not be a pleasant ride. Well, I dare say it will be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state, but if she will allow us to quit this place, I shall not complain. If all are in agreement, let us return to Gridania. Though I would like nothing more than to set course for the Howling Eye, it is plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must needs be repaired if we are to proceed with our mission. This is also familiar. I know this airship. If I could just... Bah! It's no use. Let's go. Ba 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 da do 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 do. Ah, now I have longed. How I have longed for the more agreeable climate of the Trollswood. Yet I will not deny the Holy See had its charms. Endless detours aside, our Ishgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? Well, we are gonna rest, because that, my friends, is it for today. I have to do a whole bunch of grinding so I can get everything up to level 50, get all the job stories done, get those level 50 armor sets. Lots and lots of stuff to do. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.